What's up everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving headfirst into one of life's greatest mysteries. No, not the meaning of life, but something arguably more important. Why in the world do we call this delicious bun-housed sausage a hot dog? I mean, seriously, think about it. Who first looked at this iconic food and thought, you know what this reminds me of? A warm canine. It's a bizarre name, right? Well, grab a snack, settle in, because we're about to unpack the seriously weird and wonderful history behind the name hot dog. It's a story packed with German immigrants, clever marketing, lazy cartoonists, and even some wild rumors. To really get the story, we gotta rewind the clock. Way back, like to the 1800s. Picture this. German immigrants are sailing across the Atlantic, bringing with them their culture, their traditions, and most importantly for our story, their food. And one of the culinary gems they brought to America was a type of sausage. These weren't your average breakfast links. They were long, thin, and slightly curved. The Germans had a special name for them, Dachshund sausages. Why? Because they thought the sausages looked a lot like their favorite long Latoothaground floppy-eared pups to dachshund. It's a bit of a stretch, but you can kind of see it, right? Long body, little legs. Well, no legs on the sausage, but you get the picture. These Dachshund sausages were a hit. They were savory, they were different, and they were the perfect portable street food. So, fast forward a bit. We're now in the late 1800s, strolling through the bustling streets of New York City. The air is filled with the sounds of horse-drawn carriages, people shouting, and the sizzle of street food. German vendors, with their push carts, were all over the place, grilling up these Dachshund sausages. To attract customers, they'd yell out things like, "Get your red-hot Dachshund sausages here. They're delicious." Now try saying Dachshund sausage 5 times fast. It's a total mouthful, isn't it? It's hard to yell, hard to remember, and definitely hard to spell. But the name stuck, for a while at least. People associated these tasty sausages with the long, goofy-looking dog. This is where our story takes a fun, visual turn. Enter the world of early 20th century newspapers and cartoons. Back then, sports cartoonists were the original meme makers. They captured the vibe of the city, the excitement of baseball games, and the everyday life of New Yorkers. One of the most popular settings for these cartoons was the ballpark. And what's the quintessential ballpark food? You guessed it, those red-hot Dachshund sausages. Cartoonists started drawing these scenes, and to be clever, they'd often draw the sausages not as just sausages, but as literal Dachshund dogs nestled inside a warm bun. It was a funny visual gag that everyone got. Now, here's the legendary moment that changed everything. The story goes in. This is a bit of a historical legend, but a great one, that around 1901, a sports cartoonist named Tad Dorgan was at a New York Giants baseball game. It was a chilly day, and vendors were walking through the stands, shouting, "Get your Dachshund sausages, they'll warm you up." Dorgan, inspired by the scene, wanted to draw a cartoon about it. He sketched a cute little dachshund barking from inside a roll. But when it came time to write the caption, he hit a snag. He couldn't remember how to spell dachshund. I mean, can you blame him? It's D-A-C-H-S-O-N-D. It's a tricky word. So, in a moment of creative genius, or perhaps just sheer laziness, he scribbled something much simpler. Hot dog. And boom, the cartoon was published, and the name just exploded. People saw it and loved it. Hot dog was short, it was punchy, and it was way easier to say and remember than Dachshund sausage. It was catchy, it just rolled off the tongue. Suddenly, everyone started calling them hot dogs. The street vendors, realizing it was a much better marketing term, adopted it. The name spread like wildfire, from ballparks to boardwalks, from street corners to family barbecues. And just like that, the Dachshund sausage was rebranded, all thanks to a cartoonist who probably just did want to look up a word in the dictionary. It's kind of funny to think that one of our most iconic food names might have been born out of a spelling mistake. Now, there's another layer to this story that made the name hot dog stick even harder, and it's a little unsettling. In the early 1900s, food safety standards were, let's say, not what they are today. People were genuinely suspicious about what went into processed meats, like sausages. Rumors started swirling. Dark, unsavory rumors. People whispered that some less than reputable sausage makers were using, well, dog meat. It was a nasty urban legend, but it tapped into a real public fear. And ironically, this rumor only made the name hot dog more prevalent. It became a kind of dark joke. People would sarcastically ask, "You sure there's no actual dog in this hot dog?" The name became part of the joke, part of the culture, and it cemented itself even further into the American lexicon. Of course, reputable producers were not using dog meat, and they actually had to launch campaigns to reassure the public. But the name had already taken hold. There was no going back. From that point on, the hot dog became more than just a food. It became an American icon. Think about it. What do you see at every 4th of July celebration? Every baseball game? Every summer cookout? Hot dogs sizzling on the grill. They're a symbol of summer, of fun, of casual get-togethers. The name hot dog perfectly captures that spirit. It's a little silly, a little informal, and completely unpretentious. You don't call it a gourmet encased meat tube. You call it a hot dog. It's a food for the people. Over the decades, the hot dog has evolved. We've got Chicago-style dogs piled high with a whole salad's worth of toppings. We've got New York-style dogs with simple mustard and sauerkraut. We've got chili dogs, corn dogs, and even fancy artisanal hot dogs with gourmet ingredients. But no matter how you dress it up, at its core, it's still just a hot dog. The name connects all these variations back to that simple, humble origin. And it all circles back to that funny little German sausage that looked like a dachshund. That visual connection, immortalized by a cartoonist, is what started it all. It's a goofy, memorable origin story for a goofy, memorable food. The name feels right because it doesn't take itself too seriously, and neither does the food. It's meant to be enjoyed on a sunny day, with friends, maybe with a little mustard spilled on your shirt. It's comfort food, it's nostalgia. So, the next time you're at a ballpark and you hear someone yell, "Get your hot dogs here!" you'll know the whole wild story. You'll know that you're not just eating a sausage in a bun, you're eating a piece of history, a piece of immigrant culture, a piece of marketing genius, and a piece of American folklore, all rolled into one. It's a story that proves that sometimes the silliest names have the most interesting backstories. It's a testament to how language evolves in weird and wonderful ways, often through accidents, jokes, and a little bit of creative problem solving. From a dachshund sausage to a hot dog, it's been a long and tasty journey. And I think we can all agree, whatever you call it, it's just plain delicious. Thanks so much for hanging out and diving into this delicious history with me. What's your favorite way to eat a hot dog? Drop your go-to toppings in the comments below. I'm always looking for new combos to try. If you enjoyed this video and learned something new, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more deep dives into the stories behind our favorite things. We'll see you in the next one.